Hi, I'm Ken.
And I'm Heidi. I'm Ashley.
Hi, I'm Dex.
Jeremiah Duffy.
Hi, I'm Warren.
Hi, I'm Margaret.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
Hi, my name is Drew Cornell. I'm the Acadiana Technical College instructor for the Graphic Communications Department.
Hey, Acadiana, good morning, and welcome to Digital Media Table Talk, DMTT as we like to call it. My special co-host slash guest today is none other than Drop Shadow Kickboxing Master Drew Corner.
Settle down there.
Knows his stuff. While we're in class, we're learning. We have to take our time to learn. But when he comes over, not only does he take his time to show us, but like when he does it, he kind of show off a little bit. He hit like 2 or 3 buttons and then he got it done, but he's a good dude overall, Once again, this is part of a class. I have to reiterate that every time that y'all see us on TV live, because mistakes do happen. Just bear with us and keep that in mind. So, like I said, we're gonna basically show some of his work. I want y'all to enjoy that.
Well, Jeremy, no. Look, I'll just want to let everybody else out there know that these guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
All the way from our first production this summer to what we've come to now. I couldn't have imagined the work ethic that y'all put into putting on this show. Not only doing the TV production side, but also going behind the scenes and creating all these videos and having content for the show. That is not as easy as it sounds.
It was fun. I tell you that much.
Right.
So
let me bring you a little bit about what the first video is. This is a project I did in 1997. It's called A Classic Foundry. While I was in school, I was also pursuing a minor in sculpting with emphasis in bronze pouring. So what I did was I recorded us creating a bronze sculpture. Anyway, this is a summary of it.
So we're going to that video?
I believe you.
Oh, y'all enjoy that video, okay? I will. Take it away. All right, thank y'all for watching that. Once again, that was called a classic foundry. My professor, Mr. Drew, made that. Let's ask him some questions, shall we? Mr. Drew,
Yes.
tell us about the process of making it, the video, and exactly what was going on there.
Well, we were pouring bronze. That summer, I was actually taking 12 credit hours of school, I had to get the vice president of the school to let me do it. And all of my classes were overlapping and jumbled in my video stuff with my foundry. And so what I was doing was I was working on my sculptures at the same time, filming the process of it to complete two classes simultaneously. The process of bronze pouring is a little passion of mine. I truly enjoy it. The crucible, to melt bronze, it needs to be 2,600 degrees Fahrenheit. And if you've never been around something that's 2,600 degrees Fahrenheit, try it. It's awesome. It'll change your life if you get too close to it.
I noticed at the end of the video, it almost looked like somebody's backside caught on fire. I mean, was that video editing? Like, was that a phase from one scene to another, or was that guy really that close to the flame?
No, he's actually just knocking the rest of the gas out so it doesn't actually explode. That's just normal.
Okay.
I had a minor in sculpting when I was in school. My major was actually graphic design, and so I carried both of them. Actually, if I took art history too, I could have a degree in fine arts in sculpting, but I'm actually going to pursuing my master's right now in design. But that was actually also at New Mexico Highlands University. Just to let everyone know, there is a Las Vegas, and it's in New Mexico.
Yeah, I understand you've been a lot of places with your educational endeavors. So I also noticed during the video there was a little flash of lightning. What was that all about? Trying to get fancy on them.
Well, it was fun. Actually, that whole project got deleted. The whole computer crashed 4 weeks into it. I had to restart. And yes, it was my first few videos, so I did, unfortunately, not just do fade outs all the time. Okay. The biggest thing I was trying to accomplish is to line up the music and the emotion of the music with the development of a bronze cast.
How important is that to have a video and the music matching together? I mean,
well, it's going to carry the piece. You're going to understand what I'm trying to show without me physically telling you. You know, to me, and that's a personal opinion, I find it vital to have everything coordinate with each other. The end of the video, the music's sad and it's crying, you're out of bronze. You know, it's funny at the same time. You know, it could be true if you know people that hung around pouring bronze cried a lot. You know, we could cry because we're out of bronze. Yeah. So it tells a story without physically sitting down and having a narrator telling you what to do. Okay. So that's kind of what I try to do.
What were they making?
Sculptures. One of the pieces were some medals. We have Willendorf replication that I created during that semester. Also did a four-leaf clover that had the, I think it was Sumerian symbols for earth, water, fire, and sky underneath the clover, and kind of like deforestation. I had it mounted on a piece of wood. It was a really good piece.
Okay. Well, as I explained earlier in the show, we were talking about, the phases that Mr. Drew went through in his career in education. That was obviously the beginning. It was one of his first projects. The next one that we're going to be showing is one called Shining Light. And you want to explain a little about that?
Sure. Going into graduate school, I hadn't actually done school since 1998. So this summer I started off with my master's program, and this is my first attempt at trying to accomplish what my final design show will be about. And the idea is sort of a never-ending story, to develop an animation that isn't your typical Disney animation. More of I always fall into the description of like a lava lamp, a soothing, subtling piece that would be considered art first rather than animation, but still keeping and containing all the design elements. It's an okay piece, but it's a start.
All right. Well, that's a good little brief explanation. We'll get more into that after you watch the video of Shining Light. That piece was just so magical that you could see how it brings people closer together for whatever the reason may be.
Microphones or not,
The one microphone describes singularity between people, bringing them closer together to become one. With that being said, Mr. Drew, can you please talk about that video for me?
First, I'm moved by that speech you said right there. Impressive.
Okay.
The Shining Light, I did the audio, composed, designed the character, and created the whole aura of it. The overall concept for the whole gallery is that an animation can be displayed on a canvas with an actual frame around it, and have movement and have a flow within it. So what I'm going to eventually try to achieve is, if you ever look at a painting for, let's say, 10 minutes, and you see things that come out of it, that's the idea that I'm trying to create with it. The other concepts behind it are secondary to what the overall goal is. There's going to actually be 6 animations. There's going to be a white angel, a black angel, and different contrasting views.
So, are you trying to merge? I'm gonna have to ask you that later. We're gonna go to another video right now, which was actually the first video aired on AOC by Mr. Drew. It involves two very
by the class
with 2 cute twins. Take it away, red balloons.
You and I in a little toy shop, buy a bag of balloons with the money we've got. Set One by one they were gone. Back at base, box in the software, flash the message. Something's out there, floating in the summer sky. 99 red balloons go by. Standing pretty in this dust that was the city. I could find a souvenir just to prove the world was here. And here is a red balloon. I think of you and let it go.
We're back. Mr. Drew, red balloons. How long did it take to make that?
4 hours.
4 hours? Okay.
Now the video game portion of it, if you want to get new students involved, tell them to bring their Xbox into class.
There you have it. Now we're going to some bloopers from the part of the shows that we did so far. Blooper reel, take it away. See this? That's a blooper reel. Text. like I said,
Hold on, I think I'm stuck. Ah, back. Somebody get the bag. I got an idea.
And action.
Oh, you want?
Way to go. Go ahead and give him a high five. Hermione. All high five together. Get up. There you go. Set.
Goodday.com.
I think that's how they did it. Before she comes back, I wanted to show
Why spend another minute alone?
We'd like to thank the AOC.
I love you to death, and I hate to cut you off. I don't know what's going on, if we ran out of time or if we got another video. Actually, we're going to the 60 seconds of 60. Ooh, Lord. 60 seconds of fame. Who can guess what's on my mind? Just kidding. Right, and we're back at Acadiana. Good times, lots of fun. So, this is the part where we're gonna basically, conclude the show and thank y'all for viewing and stuff. It's gonna take a little longer than that though. But back to your video with Shining Light and the 2D and 3D animation. You wanted to reiterate a little bit on on that?
What?
You want to talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, that's the overall concept. That's just more of a test run. The idea I've got for it, or I have for it, is to integrate 3D modeling into an After Effects environment and create a feeling of a never-ending process to where the viewer can watch this piece and it won't ever tend to end. It'll flood into a different pattern, maybe like the character in that would expand, contract, and then start over. And it should run about 4-minute clip.
Now that's good. You know what? Like I said, we're out of time. We love y'all. We thank y'all for tuning in. Want to thank AOC. Want to thank God. Want to thank Mr. Drew. Want to thank the whole crew. Deuce. Like I said,
Hold on, I think I'm stuck. Ah, back. Somebody get the bag. I got it.
I wanted to show
I don't know what's going on, if we ran out of time or if we got another video. Actually, we're going to the 60 seconds of 60 seconds of fame. Who can guess what's on my mind? Just kidding. Take it away.